method, we can either have Q&A or we'll show a few surgical clips or interesting video clips if you all still have enough energy. But let's talk a little bit about implanting these IOLs. Now, we've just learned a lot from Han Bo about the types of IOLs, but you know there's many a slip between the cup and the lip, according to an old English proverb. In other words, you may have the lens out there, how to get it into the eye, right? And there are many, many potential problems in delivering an IOL into the eye. Some of the problems you see here. So let's look at some of these examples. This is Professor Chi lent me this clip because she likes a single-handed injector. And you can see that when you're using a single-handed injector, sometimes you get a ballistic injection. The lens can fly out, and in this case, the lens actually flew and hit and damaged and ruptured the posterior capsule here. And I've certainly had these lenses fly in and damage the iris root with iridodialysis and hemorrhage. But Prof. Chi can handle this very well, so although she's ruptured the capsule from that ballistic injection, she's able to bring that lens forward and capture it in the capsular rhexis. This is pupil capture of the optic, but the haptics are still in the capsular bag. Remember, with these single-piece lenses, you can't leave them in the sulcus. They've got to be in the bag. If you've got a rupture, you want to move the optic forward in front of the CCC, and at the end, you have a stable lens. But that's why I don't like single-handed injectors. I prefer the screw, manually screwing it in, or you have an automated injector. Here you can see one of the other problems is sometimes you can see there's a plunger going down, it didn't catch the lens. Missed the lens, it's gone under the lens, and that's it coming out. So why does this happen? This happens because sometimes your scrub nurses or the CSSD bends the plunger, and if it's bent, it will not catch the IOL and create this problem. This was a new lens. Sometimes we try a new lens. The rep was in the room with me, so I'm injecting this new lens. Never used it before. Put it into the eye, and then something doesn't look right. Like, oops, the haptic came. Another haptic came out. Where's the optic? Right. So only the two haptics went into the eye. The optic didn't. So whenever you're using new IOLs always behave differently. So so this was, even though the rep was there teaching me how to use this lens, I still had a problem with this case. Okay, what about this? Let's watch as the lens is going down. You see that the trailing haptic is here. Okay, I'm in and oops, how come the haptic is still stuck here? It's trapped by the plunger, between the plunger and the thing. So I thought, okay, let's just pull it out. Oops, not a good idea. So the head of that was broken, and in the end I decided that because this was a lens I wanted nicely centered, I took it out and changed the lens. So you've got to be very careful that the trailing haptic is not trapped by the plunger. What about this one? You need to maintain forward pressure when you're doing wound-assisted injection. If you don't, or your wound is a bit small, or it's a high-power IOL, you will get this stuck in the incision. And when it's stuck like that, it's often hard to get it in. You need to pull it out of the eye. So those are some problems. So here are a few essential tips for you on implanting a single-piece IOL. Make sure you load the IOL straight and not at an angle in the cartridge. I'll show you what I mean. Depress the optic to create a concavity in the optic so that the haptic can go in. And observe the IOL as it travels down. So after those cases where the haptics were trapped, I now watch every case. If the trailing haptic is not pushed forward, I will reload the lens. And you've got to maintain adequate forward pressure in wound-assisted implantation. Here's loading up the IOL into the cartridge. Now you all have seen that. Now this is the position when it goes in. So it's very important to close your forceps, put it on top of the lens, press downwards because that creates a concavity into which then the trailing haptic can trail. More importantly, the concave down like that means that the plunger can catch it. Okay, and when that's in good position, then you can slide the lens forward and watch. As the plunger comes in, you want to see the trailing haptic being flicked forward. If that trailing haptic is sticking behind, as you saw in the case which was ruptured, don't inject the lens, inject it outside and reload it again. And if you've got this configuration, usually the lens will go into the eye very, very nicely without a problem. So this is what the lens looks like. That first case I showed you where the plunger went underneath, probably forgot to push the haptic down, the optic down and curve it. After you press it down, this is how it should look like, and then your plunger will catch that very, very nicely. So here, so you see the angle, you see the picture of the lens, you must follow the picture of the lens. My residents will always load it up this way or that way, and then when the lens comes out at the end, it'll be twisted in all sorts of funny directions. So just follow the picture. You know, Alcon put a picture of the lens there for good reason so that you can follow it, and when you do that, you can see the trailing haptic is there, and it goes in very, very well. Now you can see that most of us, when we're loading the lens, we don't bother with focusing, and you can see this, you know, as I'm loading this, it's all blurry. I'm doing this deliberately just to show you. See, that's in focus. But really, I should be focusing here so I can see what's going on up here. But the new Zeiss microscope has a very useful function called quick focus. You can see now I focus up here. I just hit the button, it's gone from that focus to here, and this is now absolutely clear, and I can see exactly what I'm doing here. And here is important because I want to see that my plunger is catching that haptic. Pushing it forward now, which is good. You see the eye is now out of focus. But when I'm ready to implant, I'll hit the quick focus down back onto the eye. In a moment. Okay, here now we're ready. Then we'll hit the quick focus and it'll focus back on the eye and the capsulorhexis. And then you implant the lens. So that's a nice function to have for IOL loading. So those are the 4 tips I gave you just now. Now, Hanbo mentioned, should we remove OVD from behind the IOL? Well, I believe you should. Now, which OVD is best for IOL implantation? Like him, I like to use a cohesive one. So if we look at this particular case here, you can see that as the lens goes into the eye, the good thing about the acrylic IOL is that it doesn't unfold totally immediately. You can see it's unfolding very gradually. You can nudge it aside, and then you can actually go under if you want. But you can see how much OVD there is back here behind the lens. It's a whole lot of OVD behind the lens if you don't go behind it. Now it's said that with a cohesive you don't need to go behind. I think you probably should still go behind to remove it. And here this is what you do, just nudge it aside, go behind the lens, and you can actually remove the OVD quite effectively. This is a case I just did 2 days ago. Okay, here's the empty capsular bag. Now, does anyone know what that black spot up there is? Any of the residents here? What is that black spot? You can see exactly where it is. It's on the back of the posterior capsule. Anybody? Mittendorf spot. Very good. Okay? The residual of the hyaloid artery that was there in embryology, and it's very nice. Now you see after removal OVD, the posterior capsule is on the back of the lens, and that's the Mittendorf spot. So you don't want to try and polish that off because you're on the wrong side of the capsule. Right? So this technology again is very nice. It shows us the Mittendorf spot on the back of it. Now here's another case. So we go in. Now it's said that with cohesive OVD, like Provis in this case, you can put the lens in and you don't need to go behind the IOL to remove it. So I did a number of cases. So I routinely go behind, and I have this discussion with Graham Barrett. Graham doesn't go behind the lens. And so I've done a number of cases, some going behind and some not going behind the IOL to see how much viscoelastic there is. Now here you can see before we've done anything, there's quite a lot of OVD there. There's all OVD, there's a posterior capsule there. So if you don't go behind the lens, what we do is we aspirate all around the anterior chamber. I will go to the chamber angles and I'll push down. You can see I'll push down on the optic there. You can see the OVD coming out there. So I'll go all around the standard technique as for anyone would remove OVD from in front of the eye, I will. And when I've done enough, the advantage of having the online or the live OCT on this microscope is then I can check and see how much OVD there is behind the IOL. You can see I'm taking my time, it's not here you can see that there is still a significant amount of OVD left behind if you don't go behind the IOL. Now this might be okay if it's a non-toric IOL, but if you've got a very myopic eye and you're putting in a T6 or T8 toric IOL and you've got a lot of OVD left behind, that lens might rotate. So I know that I would rather have a lens that doesn't look like this after OVD removal, but look like this instead. And you will only achieve this consistently if you actually do go behind the IOL to remove the OVD. Okay, so I'm going to end the IOL injection talk here. Any questions about that? If no questions, do you guys have any more energy for one or two more fun videos? Okay, you asked for it. So let's just show you this case, which is interesting. This is a complication case, okay? It's an unusual phaco complication. So my colleague Dr. Wee led me this case. So this is at the beginning of surgery. So he puts in the OVD, his resident puts it into a side port, does the incision. Sorry about the quality of the video, it's not great. Main port, 2.75 incision. Surgeon injects the OVD to the eye, you can see that. And then here's the first odd thing. See, OVD is pouring out of the eye. Why? See that? You don't see that normally. And then you see this funny ring. Is this the golden ring of hydrodissection I showed you earlier? No, I haven't done hydrodissection, have I? But you see this ring here. What in the world is that? Don't know. So anyway, the surgeon, also not quite sure, goes in and then starts to see, but oh, the rings disappeared. He thinks everything's good. So starts doing the capsulorhexis. Says it feels a bit odd, but he still manages to cut. And then he raises the flap. Took him a little while, but I mean, he got there in the end. Chops up the OVD, and what do you know? The golden ring returns. Anyone know what it is yet?
Reflex from the anterior capsule?
Sorry?
Is it a reflex from the anterior capsule, the light reflex?
Okay, is it a reflex from the anterior capsule? No, it isn't. So anyway, here he's doing the capsulorhexis, he goes on, and you can still see the hint of that ring. And so the rhexis proceeds. By this time, the resident is feeling there's something still not quite right here, and so he asks his teacher to take over from him. The teacher takes over, carries on with the phacoemulsification. Actually, the phaco seems to go okay, removes, but the teacher then also feels something's not right with the eye. He finishes the phaco, and then he sees this capsular flaps all over the place, and he thinks something's not right, so he's not going to put an IOL in. He's not. He thinks there's something not quite right. So this is what the eye looked like the next day. Next day. So that was a total Descemet's detachment. So earlier on, what you had mentioned, was it you? We're talking about injecting OVD into the eye. You have to make sure that your cannula has not pushed away a little bit of Descemet's, and that you're injecting under Descemet's and not above Descemet's. So the ring you saw was a whole Descemet's detachment touching the anterior lens surface. So the difficult CCC was a Descemet's membrane CCC. Okay, and that's why then the posterior capsule looked terrible. Okay, so this is what the eye looked like, and this is really an animation of what happened in this particular case. So here's the injection going in, detaching Descemet's membrane. But of course, at this point you couldn't see anything. You don't see any ring until it touches here. That's when you saw the small golden ring. And of course, when he started his rhexis, the OVD came out, so you lost the golden ring. And then he tops up the OVD, you get the golden ring back. Right? So what happens? So this is the golden ring, the small one, and then the larger one later on. And the patient basically needed to have a DMEC, okay, which was done a week or two later. uncontrolled phaco through an anterior capsule. Okay, but the lens is in, the patient has done very well. But that's a complication of injecting in the wrong place. And this can happen not only through the main wound, if you're injecting air or anything through the side port, you can do the same thing. We see SMH membrane detachments very commonly around the incision, right? I'm sure you've all seen that little flaps, not a problem, but not this particular size, okay? This is what the patient looked like after he recovered, and actually the patient had a good outcome. So the moral of the story, the rings are indicative of the subtotal SMH detachment, the golden ring sign, and beware of these unexpected ring reflexes after OVD injection, and ensure the cannulae are in the right place before injecting. Okay, so that's a nasty complication. It's pretty rare. I don't think you'll see that very commonly. I'm just going to show you one other video clip before I ask Professor Chi and Sri Ganesh to show you some of their other stuff. Okay, here's a good one. So earlier on we learned about capsulorhexis and what to do when you're in difficulty. So here's one of my residents, or I think my fellow doing it, has done the capsulorhexis coming around here. So I'm saying, look, your sub-incision now. I think it's one of my residents actually. So you've come around here, it's quite peripheral, so don't rush it. When you're in trouble, inject some OVD, get back control of the eye, get back the chamber, because the chamber had shallow. Okay, you can see the rhexis has gone up to there, his incision is here, and there's the flap there. So he goes back in to try and pull it, and I'm saying make sure you keep away from the pupil. And he's shallowing the chamber because he's pressing on the wound. And what's happening to the tear? It's hard to see, isn't it? And he's touching it, pulling it. He says it's getting worse, and you can see it's extending out now to the edge of the capsulorhexis. So instead of being there, it's now extended here. So what do you do now? Okay, when you're in trouble with a runaway capsulorhexis, the thing to do is to try and do Little's maneuver. Have you all heard of Little's maneuver? Now, Little's maneuver is a maneuver where you've got to tear the capsulorhexis backwards and not forwards. But you've got to find the flap first. So here, the flap is all over the place, and he's trying to push the flap back in. And he's got the flap sort of back in. And then using OVD, then you can unfurl it back. And you can see it's right up here now, the edge of the capsulorhexis. And if you just pull it normally, it's going to run away. So now he's trying, he can't find it. Where's the flap? The flap's here. Okay, so I said, look, let's push this back in. Unfurl that flap. You have to be able to see the flap to do Little's maneuver. Get that flap unfolded so it lies back down. And now we can see that the capsulorhexis is here, and here's the flap somewhere there. I think I've taken over from him at this point. So then I grab the flap and I'm pulling that direction, and you just watch here, you see a little spring. There. Okay. So that was going out there, and that little twang, pulling it backwards. Normally you'd be pulling it this way, right? You'd be pulling it to the left, but I was pulling it backwards, and that's the cornerstone of the Little's maneuver. You pull it back in the direction from which the capsulorhexis came, and then it tore back in that way. And we should be able to see that in a minute. So this lens, when it was put in, this haptic didn't get into the bag, so you've got to position that lens, the haptic in the bag, and position this in the bag. And then I just wanted to make sure that this scalloped edge was okay. And at the end, you could see that it was actually absolutely fine. The rhexis came around here very nicely, going up here, and then there's a little C-shaped scallop mark here, which is hard to see here. I guess you can just about see it here. There. Okay, so that's Little's maneuver. It's something that will get you out of trouble. Actually, you can see that quite nicely. It'll get you out of trouble if you've got a runaway capsulorhexis. Unfold the flap, pull backwards. Okay, so those are my two little surgical tips. I'm going to Soon Pei, you want to come up next and show a couple of your tips? At the APA CRS meeting, we have a session called Top FACO Tips, where my faculty show simple tips that make your life easier, and both Sri and Soon Pei have won the competition more than once. Soon Pei, you want to come up now? Again, while she's coming up, any questions or queries, please feel free. And also, you can ask any questions on anything we've spoken